not put my beer right in front of this. Like I said, it's omnidirectional, so you can just talk casually. I got whatever random.
Right on. So it'll pick up whatever.
Yeah.
Into it, that's funny.
Nah, man. I mean, I would say just talk at a normal fucking volume for whatever the fuck it is.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, man. Okay. So it looks like the level is fucking straight on this motherfucker. So, fuck it. We'll do it that way. So yeah. We'll go ahead and just pitch it. Ladies and gentlemen, my hat does not say "Make America Great Again." My hat doesn't say anything about America other than what the fuck America is. I'm looking at a mermaid motherfucking clock. I'm looking at Tim Allen's autobiography.
Why is anybody looking at that? Cocaine and mediocrity by Tim Allen. Alright, go ahead.
Cause I got a whole bookcase here. We got Scott Pilgrim, Cormac McCarthy, Ayn Rand, whatever the fuck the bitch name is. All of that shit right there. Like, people always wonder, exactly what the fuck this shit is. And I really have to tell them this shit is very simply the fucking Deadass Podcast. Like, that's what the fuck it is. It's the Deadass Podcast.
Very necessary?
Yeah, it was. I feel like it was, man. We're sitting in here with no fucking AC with a motherfucker. This is episode 15.
By the way, for those of you who don't live here, it is mid-March in Las Vegas. So you kind of do need AC.
Yeah,
but
man.
You kind of don't. It's that weird in-between period before it's hell on earth for 25 weeks.
It's about to be cold for the next couple of days.
Yeah, we got that grace period. Las Vegas weather gave us a grace period.
I gave you a grace period. I gave Las Vegas a grace period. I don't know if the streets know yet, man. Like, hey, I'm sitting here with Bruce Purcell, everybody. Hey, give it up for him. I don't got my soundboard set up. I'm going to get the whole pads and everything. I'm going to have my Alesis for the next episode.
Right on.
It's going to be fucking dope. I'm a fan of Alesis, man. That was the first drum machine I had. Shout out to Sean Ashley, the dude who recognized and said, you know what, I'm going to give you a recommendation for a microphone you should get. We used to be on the band grind and shit. He's out here doing all kinds of secret shows I can't talk about because, theater managers can't get no shine out of this motherfucker. So y'all already know I done seen some of the things coming in for post for the Homicide McCloud movie. So that's shit's gonna be dope. We got a dope summer lined up. As always, every Thursday at Motor City Cafe, 4080 South Paradise Road. You can come on down to the brand new open mic. Sign-ups start at 10:30. The show.
You gotta plug Nervous Laughter too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's very important, man.
Yeah. So the open mic starts at 11 p.m. and the sign-ups are at 10:30. Also, so yeah, go ahead and throw that show out there.
Yeah, April 8th, right out here at Sierra Gold on Jones, South Jones, I believe.
Yeah.
We are doing Nervous Laughter. It's an MS benefit. I mean, MS won't benefit from it. The research to cure MS. Let's clarify that. We're not funding people get more MS. There's no Dr. Evil shit going on.
He's putting his pinky to his mouth as we speak.
Yeah, so the Nervous Laughter start around 7:30. We have about 10 great comics, including myself and Randall Thompson.
Yeah, I'm there, man. Shout out to Jeff Grant for even putting me on there. Honestly, hopefully the show is better than his empanadas, because his empanadas are fucking 5 out of 5. So if we can somehow do 6 out of 5, like, yeah, empanada show, man. Yo, I was having a deep conversation at an open mic tonight with an audience, or not tonight, last night, about what constitutes a sandwich. And I was saying that, you know, a lot of people say a sandwich, it's stuffed between two pieces of bread, but wraps, I think, count as sandwiches. If you look at the sandwich section of a lot of fucking things, then, wraps are in there. And then somebody...
No, wraps ain't no sandwich, man.
Whoa, man, what?
Come on, man.
What do you mean wraps ain't a sandwich?
Wraps ain't no sandwich.
What are they then?
A wrap is a wrap.
What do you mean a wrap is a wrap?
Wrap is a wrap. Means you get some food and you put it on a tortilla and it's over. It's a wrap.
A tortilla is just a convenient sandwich.
It's not a convenient sandwich, man. A wrap is a wrap, man. It changed everything.
No, it doesn't.
Man, bread, you had to stack and do weird shit. A wrap, you just twist it up and that's it, man. You go.
The Jews had flatbread.
And where'd that get them? Oh, yeah.
It got them a festival of lights.
Yeah, it did, man. Look how.
Yeah, you right. We'll be sitting here with a copy of Mass Effect Andromeda. Shout out to all the gamers who like to play games that are too long, that are rips off of RPGs from the 90s. Shout out to Mass Effect, everybody.
At this point, EA is grasping at straws. Trying to stay relevant.
They have, in video games, they have these MMORPG or MMORPGs,
Get it right,
right? It's massive multiplayer online role-playing games. And honestly, I think that's bullshit. Because back in my day, we used to just go ahead and put out, we used to get on the AOL Instant Chat Messenger or some shit like that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
You did.
Back in my day, bro. Like, no, let me tell you about this shit. We used to do it, and somebody would share an image, and then instead of some regular bullshit, we would say, yo, let's do a synchronized nut, and we would all let the picture, load together as we unloaded ourselves. That's how we did it back in those days.
Thank you for making this gross.
What are you talking about?
I appreciate that.
You've been on the podcast.
We're going to change this to the Bukkake Podcast. Those of you that want to remain loyal listeners, I understand.
I have 10 subscribers on YouTube. What's up, Chasser?
Hey.
Welcome. You don't have to be shy. I can edit out anything weird.
You going to give the two blacks a run for their money today, aren't you?
They're two blacks that have never run anyway.
That's fair.
The cosign made it.
Straight up, they have Twitter accounts with a breath in the middle, man. They got 140 characters.
Shout out to the two blacks.
Yeah, I can't even. They already know that I ain't hating, man. I ain't hating. That's how I got started in the podcast game. For real. Shout out to the two blacks. I feel like my alcoholism is, to me, what Costco is to them. You feel what I'm saying.
What? Exhausting?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just excessive at the very least. It's excessive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I always try to let whoever is guesting on the show kind of dictate a little bit. Is there something that you really want to talk about, or is it something that are you trying to instigate me right now? I'm leaving myself wide open.
I'm feeling really relaxed right now. I feel like everything's good, and it's really a weird stance for me to take at this point. But I feel like
for things to be good for you, Bruce,
and I really don't know how to handle it.
You're sad. You don't know how to deal with being happy.
It bothers me that I'm happy. I don't know how to explain it. It bothers me that I'm content.
What bothers you about it?
It's been like this since January that I've been happy.
What bothers you about it?
I don't feel funny. Like, I need my edge. I need something to be wrong.
You mean like in a stand-up setting?
Because, yeah, I can't. I need a certain amount. Like, for me to function, I have to have something be irritated or something has to be painful for me to do well on stage. I can't. Happy Bruce doesn't.
So you've been bombing?
I've been bombing. I bombed a couple times. I had a nice bomb the other week. That was a nice bomb.
What you mean?
I bombed at Planet Hollywood. It was 13 people.
Like in their actual show?
I won't say the name of the show or anything.
But it was their actual show, not their mic show.
It was their show.
Yeah.
I won't say the name of it because I don't know.
It was a book show. I just want to say it was a real bomb. Because there ain't no bombing at open mics.
It was a bomb.
Yeah,
it was a bomb. It
okay.
was 13 people. Like, I'm not going to make excuses. You know, you always own your bombs. You know what I'm saying? It was the crowd. No, it was a weird setup, though. It was 13 people from the Midwest. Woman, I asked her, I did a joke. I did one of my jokes like, I'm making a dating app for the Melly Challenge. It's called OK Stupid, and this woman crossed her. I don't like that. She's a China. I don't like that. I find that. I don't appreciate that. You're like, where are you from? We're from Wisconsin. Which was right away. Why would you, if you're from Wisconsin, why would you come? How would you come to Las Vegas?
You know, that was actually the first time of many that I've been kicked out of a casino was because of Wisconsin people.
Wisconsin, though, you're not a person. You know what you do in Wisconsin? You make corn. And you don't even make corn. You plant it and wait.
They eat cheese. What about the Green Bay Packers, man?
Who gives a fuck? Playing in snow.
The Green Bay Packers.
Their fans sit in snow. Their football team plays in snow because they stayed there and they deserve it.
They deserved snow?
They deserve it. They deserve it. Fuck them. Coming to fucking Las Vegas. There are some places like if you're from a place, there's some places you just stay. That's just you. Like if you
I'd like to say that I would like to give a big shout out to how much tourism brings in revenue to Las Vegas.
That's fine, but that's good if you're a person from a place.
But you're not a person and it's not a place. So fair point.
If that's a place, see you've opted out of social interaction and opinion. I think if you're from Wisconsin, they should take your vote away. That's just my opinion.
Well, if they took the vote away, we'd still live in the country.
Can't be out here.
Oh no, what was it? It was Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
Yeah, fuck Wisconsin, man. And Pennsylvania, I'm born in Pennsylvania. I don't know what the fuck Pennsylvania was thinking. But whatever.
You know what they were thinking. They just voted for it this time.
It's always thinking it.
Yeah, they were always thinking
Back to what I said. If you live somewhere like Wisconsin, it's not your fault. Not your fault if you were born there. It is your fault if you stayed. I don't care. Father.
So
they say father out there. Father is sick and can't man the farm like he used to. We need all the hands we can get. Whatever the fucking case might be. But if you live somewhere like that and you don't leave, that's your fault. And you should realize that real life went on without you. Real life went on without you, and you didn't go anywhere, and you shouldn't go anywhere. Don't be in Wisconsin, be married for 40 years, and then look at Paul and go, well, I guess we should get on that plane machine and go on to Las Vegas. It doesn't work like that.
It's a plane machine?
A plane machine.
I feel like all of their machines are planes.
You know that thing, what we use for crop dusting? That they put them people on and go on to Las Vegas and then be offended by a comedian who's lived a real life. Go ahead with that, man.
The sky boat?
Yeah, the sky bus. Fuck out of here, man. From Wisconsin. Gonna get offended. If you from Wisconsin, that should be everybody should have like a house arrest bracelet so you don't drive past like whatever the company store, whatever the fuck they got out there. Whatever you do.
It sounds like you're suggesting camps.
Yeah. Playing jacks is an academic course. Get the fuck out of here, man.
So you're saying that Wisconsiners.
So they were offended. Well, this bitch was offended.
What are they called? Wisconsinans? They should be contained.
Wisconsinans. They should be contained.
Wisconsinans.
With their media. No, you shouldn't be contained. The kids should have the option like the Amish do. of moving away
like
and deciding whether or not you should be in Wisconsin.
Midwest Rumspringa.
You have the option of leaving and then come to decide whether or not if Wisconsin is for you. But if you stayed in Wisconsin, where the fuck you from? That's a hick thing, whatever. I grew up.
Have you ever been to Wisconsin?
I drove through it. That was enough.
It's a beautiful part of the country.
I drove through it and was pulled over inexplicably for an hour and a half.
Was it really inexplicable?
Yes, it was. You knew the explanation, but it's still
inexplicable. That's the word you're looking for.
Fake news. Sad.
You're fake news.
You are fake news.
I did say inexplicable, didn't I? Whatever.
You said unexplicable.
Unexplicable.
I said unexplicable.
And someone from Wisconsin is called a Wisconsinite.
Oh, Wisconsinite. I was close with Wisconsinite. Wisconsinite was close.
No. Someone was from Wisconsin is called Who Gives a Shit?
Well, apparently you guys were talking about it.
I always just called them KFC buffet.
I'm just talking about them because they interrupted me.
Why not?
That's all it was.
They do have the best KFC.
Can I mention I'm from Wisconsin?
The best.
It really wouldn't have mattered.
I'm interrupting.
It really wouldn't have mattered.
You're not interrupting.
You could take that corn and make whiskey out of it.
Yeah, sour mash.
The best thing they do with that shit.
God, the best thing they do, man. I'm convinced they have a tournament where they kill people in the village and then it helps the fucking crops.
You think that Shirley Jackson's The Lottery is just that whole state?
I think that's how we get all our food. Like it's like you can't be if you make the food that feeds our food. You shouldn't be involved in life.
To be fair, you're not supposed to feed cows corn. That's the reason Enteric hemorrhagic coli is so much more common nowadays in our meats.
Nobody gives
the ruminant
that's too many syllables right there. Already nobody gives a fuck.
Oh, just wait 20 years and
I'm not going to just wait.
The meats.
I'll be dead. I won't give a shit.
Well,
After you bleed out your ass.
Well, folks, you heard it straight.
We're gonna bleed out our asses from Wisconsin beef.
Yeah, that's actually the corn's fault.
You heard it from her.
What's beef?
She knows what she's talking about.
When cows be afraid to go to sleep.
Yeah, she knows what she's talking about. She wore blue eyeshadow to work. Now,
it looks nice.
It does look nice.
It is nice, man.
But you sitting here talking about
a Reno bartender right now. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say things I can't take back.
Too late. But anyway.
You sitting here saying that the reason the motherfuckers is getting E. coli is because these cows is out here playing Tetris with this corn?
That's exactly it.
Nah.
Corn Tetris, way to go cows.
Oh, wait.
God damn.
I'm only on this podcast to tap dance.
I'm sorry, you lost all of your Wisconsin listeners, nigga. So.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. There's a huge fucking. I mean, there are just brushstrokes, swaths is what they call them, swaths, swastikas.
Yeah, man. I didn't know, man. Talking about Wisconsin, man. It was just.
I don't know how many Wisconsinites I have listening.
It's really cheesy subject matter.
Yeah, you know.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. No, I heard it.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I respect the way you processed it. You know.
God damn.
That's very American of you.
Yeah, man.
You know, I can definitely respect that.
I don't shuck and jive around here, man.
No. That's kind of corny.
It is, though. You know.
It's definitely.
I'm fielding new material right now.
Well, didn't you say you had a girl stalking you?
I did, man. She moved to Cobb County.
Oh yeah.
No, this is all off the top, people.
Yeah. I actually, I followed your stalker on Facebook. She's, as corny as she may be, she's playing the field now.
Is she?
Yes, definitely.
Is she?
Yeah, man.
Man, I gotta find new crop of girls for real though.
Yeah, she's irritated that you don't call her anymore though.
Is she?
Very, very much so.
Well, she's very much into pop culture. She'll move on.
Yeah, okay. I feel you. You know, she's entertaining, to getting engaged to this colonel. Yeah. Things looking pretty serious, man. I think he just buttered her up.
I think he did, man. You beat me to that one. That's not fair.
Oh, it's not fair that on my show you're telling hack jokes and I beat you to a punchline. Now it's not fair.
They're not fair if I don't want to
It's like, goddamn. Okay, dude. So we've been playing Secret Hitler. You have to play this game.
Why do I have to play anything with Hitler in it?
Because it's so much fun. Like, Secret Hitler is the shit.
Explain for me and the 50 or so motherfuckers that may or may not be listening what Secret Hitler is.
Okay, Secret Hitler is a game where everybody has like a secret identity, right? So you play with maybe about 10 people. Between like 8 and 10 people is probably most fun. But you can play with 5. And some people are fascists and some people are liberals. So the game starts, everybody looks at their secret identity, and then everybody closes their eyes. So the people who are fascists open their eyes. So they all know they're fascists. But then the entire game, everybody's pretending to be liberal. The liberals have to figure out, they don't have to figure out who the fascists are. Their goal is to pass liberal policies that are drawn from like a random deck. You know, okay. It's not like it's like, oh, we really need to sit down and write all this shit. That would be called being a politician. But it's like random cards. So you play the people around you. You figure out who's a fucking fascist. And you either kill them, you investigate them, and you share that information. But in the rules, you can lie as much as you want everybody to your advantage. So it sounds complicated and it sounds weird. It's actually very simple. It takes like 40 minutes to play. And it's like a great board game for fucking adults. Like, I really recommend Secret Hitler. Like, it was crowdfunded. Like, dude, like they made like however many like millions of dollars. Like, in like the first...
I'm sold on it because you said dude.
But yo, dude, let me tell you.
That's all you have to do for about a good 15, 20 years. All someone has to say is dude, and people are in.
But it is funny how somebody, because we trust each other, right? If somebody says dude, you'll fucking believe what the fuck they're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right though. You are right. Like, if a motherfucker says that shit.
That's how I'm sold, dude. Alright, man. I don't know this weed is good, dude. Alright.
Dude.
Should I go out and see Get Out this weekend? Dude, alright. But I haven't seen Logan yet. Dude, alright, get out of this. Jesus Christ.
Yo, we were sitting at the bar the other day. Chassa went outside, but we were sitting at the bar the other day. About 18 overweight white women and 2 overweight white men walk in. And they all have yellow bows in their hair. I was like, what the fuck is this? A goddamn cold? I thought Hell Bop came back or some shit.
Hell Bop?
Well, what?
Hell Bop reference. Alright.
For the true believers, man. For the true believers. I thought the nigga Hell Bop came back. And I had to ask, are you motherfuckers part of a cult? And this is verbatim. I said, are you part of a cult or something? Oh no, that's not what I said. I said, what's up with these yellow ribbons? And he said, we're part of a cult. Because I had said that as soon as they walked in. I said, you niggas part of a cult. They heard me. I wasn't discreet about it. And they're like, no, it's Beauty and the Beast. And I guess they made like they remade Beauty and the Beast with frame for frame regular shit. You know what I mean? But they made it live action. And they're like, oh, we put a gay character in there.
I heard they did.
But my thing is, which character did you make gay? There was like 18.
The Candelabra.
Yeah, the Candelabra was gay.
They made him sound like Liberace.
They had a twink teacup in the motherfucking movie. Nah, I ain't seen the movie yet.
Anything in Beauty and the Beast could be gay.
That's what I'm saying. Not anything, everything. Like, everything about that movie was gay as shit. Like, Belle was a fag hag. We just gonna not talk about that shit? Like, the bitch was...
I have to explain to your kids what a fag hag is.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You see this fucking bitch right here, this fucking thought?
She was a fag hag.
She's lonely and can't find a man, so she seeks out the company of gay men. This is what you call a fag hag. They sure they were just calling it hag.
Be our butch. Be our butch. Like, I don't even know.
Take a woman who's sad and will most likely be lonely all her days and give her a gay man. They mix together like water and Kool-Aid, I'll tell you.
I'm just saying, it's kind of weird to see a love story that it doesn't work out. Women, if you're listening, please don't fall in love with a bear. He will only break your heart. How y'all gonna be obsessed with a bear that loves roses? Some nigga that lives in a castle that loves flowers.
Sings.
Yeah, that sings and loves flowers.
How is this not gay?
Yeah.
Why did we not know? Thank you, Disney, for opening our eyes.
I think it's funny.
Disney's been queering for years, though.
Boy, it's crazy how Disney is so goddamn gay and they still hate niggas. You think they come around if you're gonna use our slang at least? They fucking, shout out to Disney.
Man.
No, man, they make Disney does great work on ESPN.
Oh. They're the ones responsible for the Combine. I still got a problem with that. I can't watch the Combine comfortably.
You shouldn't watch it comfortably.
I can't do it, brother.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a casual sports fan. I think it was... always thought it was weird, and then when I became an adult, I realized how weird it was. How we treat fucking athleticisms and actual... and pardon that extra ass. I heard it. Fucking athletes in general in this country and around the world. Like, athletics in general is fucking terrible. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about this. Just speaking of sports.
Something terrible. Yeah, always talk to me about something terrible.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There was a soccer player who was sentenced to, I believe, let's say, give or take a few years, 35 years in jail in Brazil. And he was sentenced for a murder. He had sex with a prostitute as a
you do in Brazil, okay.
Professional soccer football player. He had sex with a prostitute, impregnated her, wanted her to get an abortion. She didn't. So him, his fiance, and if I'm not mistaken, another hooker that he hired, and then several gang members kidnapped the woman and I believe the son, who was 7 years old at the time, so it had gone on for a little while. Tortured the mother for a week in front of the son.
Okay.
Then dropped the son off in a favela, and then chopped the woman's body to pieces and fucking put her in the garbage.
Before all that, you just said favela. You can't have me be upset about this when the words and the language. It's such a beautiful language.
Favela
just completely negates murder.
Yeah, it's like if I went to a restaurant and I was just wanted to be a total gringo about it, if they said, "Would you like the tamales or the favelas?" I'd be like, "Oh, please, favelas, extra cheese." Like,
yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. What beautiful Portuguese before that homicide.
Favelas,
man.
Favelas.
And you know what? That's also quite a commitment and dedication to an athletic program. You just don't see that kind of dedication
But
anymore.
they brought him back as a goalie, so that guy is gonna be, still defending himself his entire life as a murderer. I don't know, man. It's an awful story.
It is, but I still gotta make jokes about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
mainly because it's in Brazil, and who gives a fuck about Brazil?
No, but soccer. Let's be real, man. Like soccer,
football,
this type of shit. Yes, in the football, in the foot, this shit happens all the time. You know what I mean? It's like things of this nature, like the murder and the rape and the awful amounts, like exorbitant amounts of money that are given and spent to just murder and extort people. Like, it's awful. Like, professional sports are a terrible thing. Like, take, for example, the Super Bowl. That's the biggest fucking, or rather busiest day for human trafficking. Like, human trafficking is so fucked up, like, that the people who sell people look at the day before the Super Bowl like people who have temp jobs in college look at Christmas Eve. Like, well, it's gonna be busy. I'm gonna be stocking a lot, throwing these boxes.
Literal boxes, pussy. Throwing pussy around.
The double entendre there.
Literal boxes, throwing these boxes around. Get in there, bitch. There's gonna be some depressed nigga word. He really depressed about the Falcons. Get in there and sad-eyed and do your massage and your bikini. this fucking fat,
meanwhile,
middle-aged fan can get off real quick and pretend to love his wife when he gets home. Go ahead and do that, bitch.
In between commercials of Uber trying to redeem itself. That's the fucking awful truth.
Uber's the new human trafficking.
Stop it. Oh,
I hate Uber, man. In Vegas, man. It's like all the people you want to get away from, the niggas driving Uber there. God damn, man.
You're right, though.
Could you at least pretend? Can you pretend not to be from Ghana while you're driving? You just pretend not to be from Ghana. Just pretend for me, man.
All right, we to the point now, and it's been so quality that I'm not editing any of this because it goes against the principles. This is the Deadass Podcast. Hey, guess what? All the stuff we plugged at the beginning, you'll be able to check that stuff out in full detail on slamdunkjesus.com. Hey, special announcement. I got a really dope show coming up on April 15th at Hard Hat Lounge. That's on Industrial in Wyoming. If you're in Las Vegas, it's just a $5 coupon lift ride away from Little D's. Or you could just fucking walk to Hard Hat Lounge, 9 p.m. April 15th. It is going to be the 13-minute show. There's a long story about it. If you've been listening to the podcast, you already know what I'm hinting at. I'll blog about it. I'll talk about it. I'll promote it. You'll hear more about it. I'm sure you fucking will.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm also partnered up with Doughboy.
Yeah, what's up,
and
Bruce?
Jay Blue.
Tell me about that.
For a afternoon comedy show on Sundays at Rendezvous on Decatur. That starts once again at 4 o'clock.
What are the cross streets for that?
Decatur and Sahara.
Decatur and Sahara. That's 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Yeah, the name of the show escapes me, but it's a good show. People need to come out and support it. Everybody talks about how there's nothing to do on Sundays. You have something to do. Come out and support it. It's your fault if you don't, and it's gone.
I've run into some amazing comics that were going to that show on the bus, and I really honestly.
Oh, glamorous world of comedy. You get all the quality tail on the bus, let me tell you.
Oh my god. So there's all that. As always, you guys, there's going to be a new episode of Blue Collar Hustle coming out shortly. And hopefully you guys tune in to the next episode because if all goes according to plan, I'm going to have Alonge Hawes on that episode, and he'll be able to give you some more insight into the show, how it's been going down, hopefully maybe some spoilers about what's going down. If you guys have been following the show, it's really like so awesome and so relevant now. If you haven't been following the show, again, it's on slamdunkjesus.com or just Google Blue Collar Hustle or check me out on any social media, but check out the YouTube channel. That is, again, Slam Dunk Jesus. You see how there's a running theme here. There's a running theme. I am going to finish reading Bitch Planet, a great comic book.
He's also going to finish his malt liquor.
Yes, I'm going to finish my malt liquor. And you know what I got for my birthday?
Malt liquor?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did get that. Okay. But, Ian, he got me a copy of Richard Pryor's Prior Convictions. So that's what I'm reading right now. I'm reading Prior Convictions, and I think
I already read that.
Yeah, I'm really enthralled by it. So yeah, before I get into any sons or princes or anything like that, I would just like to tell y'all, ultimately, and in the most beautiful way possible, I eat ass, niggas.
Peace.